Hello children, today your notes are over 7-5, Properties of Logarithms Part 1. Make sure you write your name on your notes before you turn them in order to get credit for this assignment. So pause the video whenever you need to as well. So Properties of Logarithms Part 1. Here are the three properties for logarithms. Pause the video to write them down. So first we have the product property. So product means to multiply, of course. We have the quotient property, and quotient means to divide. And then we have the power property, which is, of course, the exponent. So these properties are when you want to go from a condensed form to an expanded form. So we can go from condensed to expanded or from expanded to condensed here. When we are using the product property, we have the log. We have one single log, base b of m times n. So two things multiplied together. We can actually expand that into multiple logs. So log base b of m plus log base b of n. So the product property, if you're multiplying, you can actually expand it into multiple logs and add those two logs together. Or you can condense them. If you have two logarithms that are being added together, we can condense them into one by multiplying. And then for the quotient property, if you're dividing, then you can subtract them to expand. To condense, if you have two that are being subtracted, you can condense them by making it one with division. And then the power property just says that if you have an exponent, you can actually bring it over to the front. So right here, I took that exponent, put it in the front, and multiplied it. So n times log base b of n. Or any number in front can go as the exponent for whatever it has the log of. So these are the three properties. So first we'll look at expanding logarithmic properties. So expanding means we want more than one log. And whenever you're expanding, you want to do the power property last. Power property last when expanding. So right here, decide whether it is product or quotient, which it's not division, so this is product, between log of 3 plus log of x to the fourth. Since there isn't a base written, it's understood to be a base of 10. So this will be log of 3 plus log x to the fourth. Now I do have an exponent here, and I can take that and move it to the front. So I move it to the front of its log, not to the very beginning, because that exponent was for the x, not for the 3. So log of 3 plus 4 times log of x. And this right here is fully expanded. Okay. Second example here, log base 5 of 4x squared y. Always do the power property last. So right here, between 4x squared y, that's multiplication happening 3 times. 4 times x squared times y. So I'm going to have 3 things that I am adding together. Log base 5 of 4 plus log base 5 of x squared plus log base 5 of y. So they each have the same log base. Multiplication, we're adding them into multiple logs, and then the power property says bring it over to the front. So this would be log base 5 of 4 plus 2 times log base 5 of x plus log base 5 of y. And that is then fully expanded. Okay. Okay, next one here. Here I have a combination of the product and quotient property. So we're going to separate it into division. So I have log base 2 of 7y cubed minus log base 2 of 4x. And then this is multiplied, and also this is multiplied. So then log base 2 of 7 times, so plus log base 2 of y cubed minus, now this is also multiplication, so log base 2 of 4 plus log base 2 of x. And then take care of any exponent. So I do have an exponent right here. Log base 2 of 7 plus 3 times log base 2 of y. And then this is what I would be subtracting. Now this is in parentheses, so I'm going to subtract this and this. Minus log base 2 of 4 minus log base 2 of x. And this is to show that both of these are in the denominator. They're both subtraction, but these two are being multiplied because they're both in the denominator. So make sure if it's multiple down here, make sure you put in parentheses. That way you don't forget that they're both negative. Okay. Condensing, so going the opposite way, condensing means log only written once. So you only have one log and you do the power property first. So with expanding, you do it last. With condensing, you do it first. So if there is a number in front of the word log, you make that an exponent first. Since there isn't a number here or here, it's just 1. Well, there's no exponent other than 1. So log base 4, the property is the quotient property since it's subtraction, and we'll just do 6 over 2. And we're just rewriting it. So there's no need to simplify this, but yes, it does simplify to log base 4 of 3. It would be the same thing. So log base 4 of 6 divided by 2 is the same as log base 4 of 3. But this was just to condense it. Here, there's no number in front of the log, but there is one here, so that's going to become an exponent. And then this is adding, so I'm going to multiply. 5 times x to the 1/4 is 5x to the 1/4 power. Whoops. And the last one here, to condense, numbers out in front will become the exponents, so log of 4 plus log x cubed plus log of y, and then these are all adding, so we'll multiply all 3 of these. Log of 4x cubed y. And that is fully condensed into one log. So that is the properties. Those are the properties of logarithms, quotient, product, and power property.